So hi everyone, this is Kaushik. Welcome to Felix Club GNI. Let us go through the solution of Alpha Code Hackathon. The prerequisite for this is the fundamentals of any programming language. The difficulty level of the problem is cakewalk. The problem statement says that assume that your math teacher is given homework to count 1 to n perfect squares and perfect cubes. Now print the number of perfect squares and perfect cube s in the given range. That means we need to print the number of perfect squares and perfect cube in the given range, and if any number appeared twice, we need to count it only once. The input format, the first line contains C, the total number of test cases, and the next line contains the n input. The output format, for every test cases, we need to print the number of perfect squares and perfect cubes in the new line. Let us go to the explanation. Now let us understand this by taking a simple example. Let C equal to 1 and the number be 64. Then the number of perfect squares under the 64 will be 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49 and 64. They will be 8. And the number of perfect cubes under the 64 will be 1, 8, 27 and 64. As it is inclusive of 64. They are 4. By slight observation, we can find this. The number of perfect square will be the square root of n, and the number of perfect cubes will be the cube root of n. But here the numbers like 1 and 64 are appearing twice, so we need to count them only once. So it can be done by subtracting the square root of cube root of n. Finally, we can write this as square root of n plus cube root of n minus of n. Now in the first line, we are taking the total number of test cases in the variable c. As the c inputs are space separated, we are converting all this input into a list using map and split functions. Now for every number in the list, we are performing the square root of that number and the cube root of that number, and we are subtracting the element which appeared twice. Let us test this for our sample test case. The total number of test cases are 2. The numbers are 75 and 90. The output is as required.